Welcome to the worm party. Welcome to the worm party, everyone. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you're here. We're going to look at some brand new things today. We have some brand new samples. I'm going to do 2 streams, actually. I'm going to do 1 stream per sample because we got 2 samples from 2 kind of different areas in the same area, if that makes sense. The first one is going to be the dry creek bed, which wasn't so dry. It was kind of, I wanted to call it moist creek bed. Some people have problems with that word. I don't really have a problem with it. It's a word. But it's a dry creek bed. It's, a creek bed that usually has water in it. But we were kind of expecting it, but because we had a lot of snow recently. But anyway, there was no water in it. But there was some green fuzzy stuff. So I picked up some green fuzzy stuff. And here's a little video. Here we are at the bottom of a dry creek bed. And there's no water here, but there is this fuzzy stuff. So I'm going to get some of this fuzzy stuff. Ew. Gross. There it is. So yeah, there it is. And here it is, right here. So I think we're gonna go ahead and look for whatever's in here. That's a weird thing to say. And we're gonna look for water bears. Water bears. Are there any water bears in here? Some little tardigrades in here. They say they can get up to maybe a millimeter in length. So I always imagine that I'd be able to see one with the naked eye. But this is a clean dropper. I'm just trying to get some solid stuff in here, but it's cloudy enough. So let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof, these are big drops. I'm going to stay with 4. Big drops. I don't want to go outside I'm already a little bit outside the edge of the depression. I don't know, unless I turn this slide upside down, which, could have happened. We'll see. Alright, I'm picking up the slide. Very carefully. I'm putting it up onto the stage. Move the slide into place. Putting my fat finger right on the edge of the slide. Putting a nice big fat fingerprint. I'm going to move up to the top of the drop. I got a new light. New light. Thank my wifey for that. She got the light. It's good. It's a good light. Anyway, here we go. We're going to go right in, see what we can see in here. Now, like I said, there's not a lot of solid stuff in here. But it was a little bit cloudy. So maybe there's something, maybe there's not. We'll keep trying. Well, there's something. It looks like a paramecium. It looks like you just ate something. There he is. He's eating. Looks like he's eating that little green thing there. flipping around, doing a little dance. He's kind of a chunky one. He's a sizable little guy. I don't know what that pirouette you're doing there. That's pretty interesting. I haven't seen that before. Just showing off his stuff. Oh, okay. Back to one. He's got some good moves. I like him. He's pretty good. All right. So yeah, Paramecium. That's pretty fun. Should find a lot more of those guys where he came from. So this is there's a local hiking trail where there's this ravine that runs along the trail, part of the trail anyway. And we thought it would be a good spot to go to find something that a tardigrade might want to cling to, live on, eat. I don't know. I don't know what they eat exactly. Maybe I've heard lichens and moss. That's what they say. So I haven't found any lichens. I think I would have to travel a bit to find any. So you can see here a couple of those long, slender kind of things down there at the bottom. It would be the Pinularia or the Navicula. You'd have to look really close to know which was which. And they move pretty slowly. We saw some of those guys. Saw a lot of those guys in the last stream. Yeah, when I see green fuzzy stuff, I go, ooh, that might be something interesting. Here's a little itty bitty thing going crazy for this piece of moss with a piece of sand in it. Let's take a closer look here. Switch, pull back. What is that? A little like one of those water fleas. A bitty bitty one, itty bitty one, or something like that. Could be the Gamarius, an amphipod that's like a little, it looks like a little roly-poly bug, kind of. It's gone now. I lost him. I look away from the screen for 1 second. It gets away from me. So I'm just scanning through. There's another little slender guy. Scanning through. It looks like the comments are coming through on my little window here too now, so that's good. If anybody watching this stream on Periscope or, well, so far no one on Twitch. We've gotten absolutely no viewers on Twitch, but on Periscope I had a few, and so that's fun. Oh, look. Is that what I think it is? It kind of looks like a rotifer to me. Oh, no, he's swimming pretty good. Maybe not a rotifer. I haven't seen a rotifer swim like that. He's kind of shaped like one, but he doesn't move like one. So that's kind of weird. But anyway, you know, if you guys see something that you recognize, obviously, you know what it is, let us know in the comments. Or if you want to just say hi, or if you want to name one of these little guys, you know, whoever gets the best name first is the name. That's the name that sticks, you know. This guy likes to be in He likes to swim around pretty fast. If he wants to be in one place, then maybe I can zoom in. Yes, stay right there, buddy. He's kind of interesting shape there. What are you? See that? It's kind of like All right, let's look at our little handy dandy guide over here. Well, this is one of them anyway. Does he show up on that thing? He kind of looks like the paramecium, but he's got that other extra bit there. I don't know if he's on that guide. That one's one of the smaller ones. I got another one that's got a lot more things on it. Trying to follow him. He's a little tough to follow. He swims around in a circle a lot. I see. Doing some acrobatics. Okay, make me figure out how to do this in a circle. That's kind of tricky, man. What are you? What about this one? What's that thing? Kind of similar. If you think you know what that is, leave a comment. We're on the second objective, so this is magnified 400 times. And I can do, let me get this guide off the screen here. I can also do some digital zoom to a point if I want to try to see this guy a bit bigger, but it's tough. The view I've got right now is, here we go. I can make it bigger like that. So maybe you can actually see this guy a little bit better. There he is. What you doing, guy? Finding some yum-yums? It's probably got, you know, a lot of these little guys, they have, this one is very clear. You can see all the little parts of this one-celled animal inside him. I wonder which one of those is the nucleus. Yeah. But he's probably got the cilia, you know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to make it out here, but it looks like he is definitely sucking up some water and getting some food that way. He's pretty neat looking. Looks like he's been eating good. Yeah, so that's about as far as I can go with the zoom on the digital zoom there. He's very cute. What should we name him? It's not a tardigrade, but he's really cool looking. If a tardigrade is a water bear, then this might be a water slug. Something like that. I do not know. Looks like this. This lens keeps coming loose a little bit. There we go. Alright, I'm going to keep scanning. He's really cool, though. I really like that one. Oh, I got to go back in so I can see. You might see a little fuzzball back here. I'm going to do this so I can see the whole frame. Just scanning through this drop. This is the first drop of water. You know, I just kind of soaked these samples in distilled water. for a few hours. Before trying to look at anything. It's a little itty bitty little flea like thing moving down there. Eating moss. Coming to the edge of the drop here, so I'm going to move down. Come back across. Did I see something down there? Oh, there's some. This thing is pretty cool looking, whatever it is. I mean, it's just neat the way the light reflects off of some of these things. I thought that was maybe an animal, but it kind of just looks like a piece of quartz or sand now. Now here we go with another one of these egg-looking things. Oh, and here's a rotifer. Hello, rotifer. These guys are just everywhere. Gorgonzo. There is a delay on my stream, so I need to try to take that into account here. But maybe this guy is Gorgonzo here because this guy is he's a little bit chubby there. Dude, you been eating good, dude? Does it make it harder to move around, guy? I'm just saying. He's, but he squishes up good. See the way he squishes up and then, he's a shapeshifter, this little guy. Trying to see him get his little, oh, there he goes. Oh, come on, focus. There he is. There's his little wheels. There they go. He's got him spinning. I love these guys. They're so cool. Have an image at the ready. At first I thought they were like itty bitty inchworms or larvae because of the way that they move. They got little like two little sticky things on their butt, or they can attach to things. See, they move like an inchworm. But then they open up their little wheels. Look at that. See that? You just bit off a chunk of that moss right there. Come on. Show us your little wheels. Trying to get focused on his head. He keeps moving. It's tough. He just pulls things out of the way. He's like, get this out of my way. Oh, now he's just crawling through it. I think he was like checking to see if it was edible. Oh, don't hide under the surface junk. Come on, dude. He's cool looking. He's kind of a big one. At times, too, it looks like he has like a little snout. But instead, then he opens it up. Like he's sniffing around for the food. You just pick things up and move them out of the way. It's great. And these guys are everywhere. I mean, they're in your soil. They're in the dirt next to your sidewalk. They're on trees. They are I mean, they're everywhere. And there's apparently lots of different species of them. This one looks slightly different the way it's shaped, kind of. It's kind of like a, I don't know, more of a tail, I guess you could say. So he could be a completely different species than what I've seen before, which is, I wouldn't be surprised. Since this is this sample I consider to be my first real nature sample because it's in like in a more natural area, preserved area. There he goes. There he goes. Oh, damn. So difficult to focus on. And he feels the vibration, no doubt. Look at him shaking him just by moving this thing around. Come on. Now he's way out. Come on, do the wheels. Okay, I'm not touching the microscope now. There he goes. Oh. He's swimming around. Oh, it's so difficult to film doing that. All right. I'm going to go back out. Wow, he really knows how to propel himself around. All right. I'm going to go back out here. Wow, that's really cool. I've never seen him swim around like that. Little road of fur. All right, what else we got in here? I don't feel like I got a whole lot of moss in this sample, so which is, I didn't get too much like that last time. I got just way too much material on the slide. Right, I'm kind of at the bottom of the drop, where the bead is found. And I'm just sort of scanning back through here just to make sure I got kind of everything. I feel like I might have missed some areas on this, maybe. I don't know. I guess not. Not a ton of life. Ooh. Ooh. Do I see what I think I see? You know what I think this is? That's what I think it is. What party? It's a warm party, you guys. It's always a warm party on this channel. If you like worms, leave a comment. If you don't like worms, leave a comment. Worms are okay, I guess. They're pretty cool. He's a little bit spastic. He's a little bit like, dude, come on, what are you doing? He's a little bit crazy. But worms are cool. Worms are like kind of the first things that we've saw under the microscope. looking at, samples around town. It's a little itty bitty worm. A little stinging worm. Instead of a big fat worm. Always worms, 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 worms. That's why I named this channel Worm Party. You almost can't go a stream without there being a worm. Or a worm-like thing. Something that moves like a worm. I count rotifers in that because they move like worms. I used to think they were worms. For the longest time, I thought they were worms. So we are on a little discovery journey together here on Worm Party, trying to find tardigrades specifically. I'd really like to find one. Just find one and just watch him do his tardigrade thing. But we see these other things too, like this little guy in the center. Paramecium. He's the less common type, the little, I think. Maybe, yeah, looks like a type of Paramecium. He's very active. He must be dizzy. I would be if I moved around like that all the time. I don't know if I consider that a dance move exactly, but it's got like kind of a rhythm. He's like, "What's over here? What's over here? Hey, what's over here? Hey, what's over here? Hey, what's over here?" That's pretty good. Hey, what's over here? Hey, what's over here? Hey, what's over here? I figure that's pretty much what's going on in his little paramecium brain. There's something else moving over here, too. Looks like more up here on the surface. Kind of off to the right-hand side, there's a smaller thing. Looks like maybe a small rotifer. Harder to see. Looks like a rotifer off to the left as well. Okay, the one that was near the bottom looks like a smaller paramecium that just went off screen. And this guy wants to come a little bit closer. I don't know, maybe not. There does look like there is a rotifer right at the top. Or maybe another paramecium, it's hard to tell. This guy, it's pretty big. Wouldn't that be a good screensaver? It's like kind of like watching fish, you know. It's very therapeutic, kind of. A lot more wiggling and a lot more work. It's like looking at fish under a microscope. But it's these little guys that aren't fish at all, and they don't even resemble fish. There was that one that we saw that kind of looked sort of flounder-ish, but it still does. I mean, that's ish. It doesn't look like a fish. It's flounder-ish. It's fish-ish. It's fish-ish. This is not even fish-ish. This is lumpish. Just a little lump swimming around, eating food. Happy little lump. I'm not going to sing the song. I'll get a copyright strike. All right, we're going to size this back up here. Size this back up a little bit. There we go. All right, and I'm going to go back out to the first objective. Focus. And then, guess what I'm going to do? We're going to look at another drop. Let's see what we can find here. That was pretty interesting. So yeah, we got new lights. It's we got a little bit better green screen effect going on, so that's nice. Probably need another light on my face. Half my face is light, half my face is dark. That's okay. Kind of compensate a little bit. It doesn't really matter. I've seen worse streams. It's fun. Before I drop, I'm gonna drink some coffee. Feel free to partake in whatever drink might be in front of you. Not trying to copy anybody. I'm just saying. All right. Let's look at another drop. Same sample. New drops. And then, like I said, a little bit later, I think I want to do a second stream with the second sample that we collected today, which was, I would call it cliff moss. But this is still dry creek bed. Oh, that's a lot of junk there. Let's see if we can get less junk, but get some of it still. Sorry, you can't see that. Now you can see it, sort of. Green screen effect kind of screws with it. Okay, I managed to get about 8 drops on there. And there's a few more floaty things. I can see more solid things now. None of it looks like it's moving. And it all just looks like little dots, like dots of sand or dirt. Right? So let's see what happens when you go to 100 times. So I put the slide up on the stage. I'm going to move up to the top of the drop. And we're going to switch over. And I'm blind, of course, because I got to look at that light. All right. Here we go. And, well, there's the sand and the dirt that I saw, along with some moving things. Something moving there. Something moving on its own. I'm not touching the desk or the microscope, and there is something in there moving. So let's take a closer look. Focus. No idea. It's a clump. It's moving. Could be something under there that's just, it's hard to tell, there's a lot of things that move on their own other than just animals even. Plants that move on their own. Plants that are self-propelled through the water, that swim. Plants that swim. It's true, they exist. If I find a good one, definitely. I'd like to find a good swimming plant. There's a what are you doing to kitty cat? You're talking about that photo of the cat that's behind this photo of the cat over here. This I could reveal the reason that this cat is looking so frightened. But it's another cat, really. It's another cat, and she's in a place where she's not supposed to be, and she knows it. And that's the face of a guilty cat right there. Anyway, this is a cool looking little plant. Looks like an algae of some sort. It looks very much like the clusterium, but this is a plant though. The clusteriums are not plants, and they move. This one's not moving, but it's cool looking. Okay, moving right along. See what else we find in here. Oh, what's down here? What are you? What is this? It's got a tail. What is it? Oh, hello. What in the heck is that? What is that thing? I don't know. It's got a little long, slender tail or head. Can't tell which end that is there. Looks like it might be the head. It's searching around for food. But I could be wrong. What is that thing? Wow, look at the way that spins around as it slithers. Oh, now he knows. He knows he's moving faster now. Look at that thing. Leave a comment below if you know what this thing is or if you want to give it a name. Okay, that's as far in as I can go on the digital. He found an area of interest. He's checking it out. Probably feels the slide moving around, the stage moving around. That is a really interesting thing. What is that thing? Oh. Olophantomecium. I'll buy it. could also call it Elephantomycium because it got a long trunk thing. This is from these samples are from Claremont, from a trail where there's water, and this little creek bed was moist, but it wasn't. There was no water. There was no running water when we went today. That thing is cool. He he can swim faster, but I like that he's chilling right now because I'm on the second objective and I'm digitally zoomed as far in as I can go on here. But he's fairly big. I mean, this is 400 times plus some digital zoom. And again, that's just the, microscope magnification. That's not that's not the size comparison to actual size, compared to how big it looks on your screen kind of thing. He kind of went out of he went out of the drop is kind of spread all the way to the edge of the slide, and I can't go any further. He's kind of went out of the frame, out of my range. There he is. Anyway, that is a cool thing. I'm gonna get this zoom back in here. Oh, actually, I've got some headroom here. But yeah, that thing is pretty cool. All right. That's the first time I've ever seen that thing. First time, almost every time we look, at a new sample, we find new stuff. So that's why I put new sample, new microbes on the title card, because it's pretty much guaranteed you're going to find new stuff if you look at a new sample. Pretty much at this point, because, we have just kind of started looking at things. And I'm really looking for tardigrades. One of these days, we're going to find one. We're just going to keep looking. There's a couple more. There's a few more places that we can go around here to find some lichens and some mosses. So I am streaming on Periscope. I'm Worm Party on Periscope. Streaming on Twitch as Worm Party 1 because somebody took Worm Party. No one has seen any of the Twitch streams anyway, so. And I'm streaming on YouTube as Worm Party. And looking to get 100 subscribers so we can get a custom URL. Hey, there's a rotifer. Is it the same one I was looking at? It's a new one. Rotifers are cool. We're going to keep looking through this sample. See if there's anything else. We bought some fancy coffee today. It wasn't even that expensive. It was only $5. Hey, there's Weird on Twitch. I see your comment. You are the very first Twitch viewer for Warm Party. Oh, what's this little thing? Oh wait, I saw him. I saw him before, huh? Because he's fast. He moves all over. He moves wherever he wants. Hey, Nathan Larson. How's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, $5 fancy coffee. It wasn't a whole pound of coffee. You know, it was the smaller bag, but it's tasty coffee. Yeah, this guy really gets around. He goes wherever he wants. Oh, look at this big fat rotifer here. I'm gonna go to the second objective so we can see him a little bit closer. And maybe he'll do his little wheel thing. Oh, there he is. There he goes. Oh, focus, focus, focus. Which way? There he is. Oh, it's so hard to see, though, because he's in front of that piece of moss. Where are my pants? I knew somebody was going to ask me that eventually. I'm wearing them. I'm wearing pants. Oh, you're asking Nathan where his pants are? I can't speak for Nathan's pants. I can only speak for my own. You can name him, Nathan, if you have a fitting name for this guy. We can name him. You can call him George. Oh, you're Nathan? Mr. Bacon is Nathan? Is that? I'm confused now. You guys, now you guys are going to start copying each other. And you're going to start really confusing me. And I'm not going to know who is who. Except that I know there's Mr. Bacon and Nathan Larson. So yeah, this guy, he gets around too. You look alike. You both look like bacon. Sorry for the delay. I put a delay on my stream. It was kind of convenient so that I can pop into the other room sometimes and see things if I don't have to move the slide around. Georgianism? That's pretty funny. Not all bacon tastes alike. Just saying. I like the fancy bacon, and my wife buys the cheap bacon. And it doesn't really matter because bacon is bacon. And bacon's good. I mean, are you going to really turn down bacon? If it's the $2 bacon or if it's the $5 bacon, you're going to eat it anyway. Now, the $5 bacon might have more bacon per slice, but it's got less slices per package. So it's really all the same bacon. You just chew less with one and more with the other. This guy's little wheels going. Nathan likes bacon strips. I mean, dogs go crazy for it. Look at those little wheels going. Oh, he just closed them up. Now you just open them back up again. And I'm trying to focus without shaking the microscope too much. Rotifer means wheel bearer in Latin. I think it's Latin. So, he's got the little wheels in the front there. You can only really see one of them clearly there. Two of them there. Sorry for the focus issues. He keeps moving around, so he's tough to focus on. Oh, now I gotta move the slide. Or the stage. But yeah, I really like these guys. These guys are really cool. Anyway, let me go back out. Let's see what else is here. Zoom in here. Kitty cat. Okay. Let's see what else is in this drop. Nothing there. I still haven't gotten a whole lot of the plant stuff in the drop. So it seems like there's a lot of sand in this one. It's another rotifer. Smaller, a little bit smaller. They move around like inchworms. And then they like cling their little feet to something. And then extend their little wheels out. Looks like a little paramecium in the center of the screen. Very, very small. I am looking for the water bear. We have not seen any. And I don't know how, ubiquitous they are, how widespread or whatever, that how easy they are to find. Maybe I'm just looking at the wrong food source. But still, it's worth it to look in here and find these little guys swimming around, and to watch them move around and try to figure out what they are. So yeah, it's pretty fun. And we found one worm party so far. I mean, we always find a worm party. One or two little worm parties. All right, I want to do one more drop, and then I'm gonna reset for a minute, have some yum yums, and then we're gonna come back live later and check out another sample of some moss that was growing on a kind of a cliffside kind of area. So that'll be interesting. And that's some nice brightly colored moss. But again, this is from the riverbed. Let me do the do rotifers like bacon? Here's the video again of this sample, collecting this sample earlier on. If I click it, I pushed the button and the button did nothing. So here we are at the bottom of a dry creek bed, and there's no water here, but there is this fuzzy stuff. So I'm gonna get some of this fuzzy stuff. Ew. Gross. There it is. And there it is. And as that was playing, I was putting drops on the slide. And so I put about 5 or 6 here. Tried to get some water that was right out of the green material, and I kind of got a little bit of water on the desk here, so I gotta get the bottom of the slide, clean off the desk. Here we go. Putting the slide on the stage, putting it into place, moving up to the top of the drop, and what do we got in here? There's something over here wriggling around. Looks like it's a paramecium. Right in the center of the screen, little paramecium. Where you find one, you find a million, just like cockroach. Oh, hey, what's up? What's up, little fast rotifer? Gosh, okay, so I'm not used to seeing them swim around like this. It's cool. Look at that guy go. I usually just see him moving around like inchworms. I don't see them swimming like this so much. He is really going. You're making me miss everything else in this drop, dude. Yeah, okay, I'm not even going to try. He is... Wow, he's really moving. He's hungry. Just going through and cleaning up that water. All right. Let me go. Well, That right there almost looks like a thing right in the center. What is that? Let's just look at it real quick. Hmm. What is that? Maybe some other kind of rotifer or a paramecium. Look, we've got some movement up here at the top of the screen too. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of left now. I moved up. He's over to the left. Center left. Not sure what we're looking at there. As far as the larger globulous thing, the thing up in the upper left, the tiny little slender thing, could be Pinulara navicula, one of those things. Spirogyra. Guess that's what the band was named after. Hmm. They're kind of a weird band, you know. Oh, look at that thing. That's pretty. Yeah, Spirogyra. I think it's like for jazz nerds, fusion jazz nerds. Or if you're a fusion jazz nerd, you know, that's cool, but you know, it's kind of dated now, I think. I bought one of their records in like the dollar bin one time, tried to listen to it. It was a little too far out, man, to me, man. A little too far out. A little too dated. But I like some things that are dated. They of course they're dated. They are from the time, but we prefer to like things that are a little more universal. Things that stand the test of time and all that good stuff. What's going on over here? There's some very slow movement going on right here. Could be some sort of slow worm. Hard to say. Nathan Rotifer Larson. Sounds good. It rolls off the tongue pretty well. Yeah, there we've got that's definitely one of those two that I mentioned earlier. The oh, now he's gone way out. Look at that. These little stick-like things, little slender guys. The Pinularia or the Navicula. It's hard to tell which is which when you're unless you're looking at 'em really close. We've got one over here. Yeah. So let's see what else is in here. There's another slow thing right here in the center. Ooh. What is that thing? What's it doing? Eating that little piece of moss? Oh, something just moved over here too. What was that? Oh, a little paramecium looks like. I kind of like this guy. He's a little bit bigger. Sorry, let me get him in the center there, and then I'd like to zoom in a bit on him. Wow, what is that? Is it a rotifer bent in half? Is it a rotifer eating its tail? Is it a rotifer trying to make a meme for us? Or is it something else? It's something else. I don't know. Next time somebody says that's something else, you think of this thing. Yeah. That's something else, all right. He almost looks like some little insect larva. Oh, there he goes. Getting out of frame there. What is it? What the hell is that thing? Sorry if I use the HE double hockey sticks. What the heck is that thing? I don't know what it is. It's curlicue. It's the letter G. I don't know what it is. It's very interesting, though. All right, what else do we find in here? I haven't even gotten to the middle of this drop. I've been spending 10 minutes on just the top of this drop. The top of the drop, where the beat starts. But you can't find it till you get to the bottom of the drop. I usually like to stop in here. Some more of those little slender guys moving around down there. When I see a lot more solid stuff, I like to kind of stop and take a look at it because there's usually things crawling around on it, under it, around it. So usually come in here and pull the focus. There's a guy. Could be the same one we saw earlier. Little paramecium fat. fat guy. Let's see, what else do we got in here? Oh, and I think I need to... There's that kitty cat again. There's the microscope view. You can see it's not 16 by 9. So I have to sort of spread it across the screen. And, just use the view to scan. It's more of a 4 by 3. So that further, kind of screws with the scale. Doesn't do anything to the magnification, but just the scale of what you're looking at. Another little paramecium down there, doing a little spin. There's another paramecium swimming around. Here we go about to the middle. Looks like I might have gotten a few of those little fragments of plant material. They're really stuck to the dirt. So I don't know if I can. I'm going to have to get in there with some tweezers actually to pull it out. If I want to actually get some more of the, the green stuff in here that might. Oh, what is it that I see right here? Oh, don't try to pretend like you were just having a... Okay, see, you're having a party. You're having a little worm party. It's a worm party, you guys. There's always a worm party going on. Ooh. Nice rotifer. Big fat rotifer. He's a big fat one. I'm not shaming him. I'm just saying. Oh, that's our worm party friend right there. It's an intermittent party, It's like party and then rest, and then party and then rest. I mean, maybe he's doing it right. Maybe we should take a tip from him next time we party. I don't party anymore. I mean, this is a party. But, other than that, I can go back to the rotifer if you want. I will I want to scan through this drop, but I can come back to try to find a fat rotifer to chill on. They are pretty cool. I do like them. They are like the most favorite thing that I've found so far. My most favorite thing is those rotifers. This one's swimming right underneath all this material here. Huh. I don't know if that's a rotifer or not. Kind of looks a little bit different. He doesn't seem to have the little tail. And his head is a little bit differently shaped, so it's maybe that this is more like some kind of worm or something. Because unless he starts doing the spinny wheel thing, and then I'm gonna go, okay, rotifer. But yeah, he doesn't look like he doesn't look like a rotifer to me. Similar. I could be totally wrong. But he seems to be. I think rotifers usually on the surface they will do that inchwormy thing. This guy's on the surface. He's slithering. So that's a little bit different. He's cool. He's like a little wormy guy. He might be a segmented worm. It's kind of. I think I might see segments on him. It's hard to tell. All right. Just moving right along here. See what else we can find. Anything? Well, there's our rotifer friend. I mean, seriously, these guys are everywhere. I've found them in just about every single sample that I've looked at. I'm kind of thinking that this might be a slightly different species too because of the way that it's shaped. This one seems to have kind of a longer tail, a more pronounced bottom, more pronounced butt. There he goes. There he goes with his little spinners. Let's see if I can get in on the second objective while he's doing that and not moving too much. Oh, he's started to crawl. Okay, well, I'll follow him. I'll focus. I'll get him. Here we go. Where you going, dude? Looks like he caught something. He's got his little wheels out there and he caught something and ate it. I guess he must be using his mouth to grab the bottom of the slide. That's crazy. There he goes. Focus. He's using his mouth to grab the bottom, the glass of the slide to move around. You shouldn't be chewing glass, dude. You put your mouth on glass. It's kind of weird, man. I know you can swim too. Where'd you go? Go back here. those little wheels. He keeps moving around in 3 dimensions, so he's a little bit difficult to focus on, so I apologize for that. I'm getting kind of... I feel like I'm getting better at the tracking. I still mess up. Go the wrong way. Are you stuck, dude? Does it look like he has like a little arm? Or is that just a piece of something stuck to him? Now he's just crawling on top of stuff. How light he is. He can just crawl on top of stuff and like he doesn't sink. He's got his wheels out, but I can't get it because he's not against the black background. All right. I'm going to go back out to the first objective lens. These rotifers are really cool to look at them. There's another one. He's got something stuck to him too, it looks like. There's another one there too, looks like at the top of the screen. So yeah, these guys are everywhere. Huh. That looks like something that might be alive. Do the jiggle test. See, it jiggles, but it's not moving on its own. Huh. All right, we're at the bottom of the drop, where the beat is found. It's a worm party. Thanks for joining us on the worm party. I'm going to take a little break. Whoa, focus. I'm going to come back and we're going to look at our other sample. And yeah, and then probably tomorrow we're going to look at some more of the same samples just to, see if we find anything new. Because, each drop you might find something new, and you can tell with this, I only found one of those weird elephant looking things in the drop. So it's pretty interesting stuff. But anyways, I'll be back a little bit later, and thanks for joining the worm party.